watch everyone else. That's always the challenge.
So it's just the board members except for Lori. She wasn't able to make it or call in, Parker, so should be short and sweet, but we're ready to go whenever you are, Chairman.
All right, let's go ahead and call the February 16th, 2026 Tipton Utility Service Board meeting to order. First item on the agenda, the minutes from the last meeting.
I move they be approved as submitted.
And I'll second them.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the minutes as submitted. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. And we'll move to claims.
Make a motion, we pay claims 27,544 through 27,598 for $1,256,447.93.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve claims as submitted. Barring any other comments, questions, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. All right, we're up to the charge-off report, sir.
So charge-off was fairly uneventful for four accounts totaling a little over $1,000. Just folks that have skipped on us. I can update the board that, the delinquent list was pleasantly in decent shape based on the severe weather we've had. The community's really coming through and mostly making timely payments. And since the published report, we've also gathered close to another $3,000, making a few phone calls, and then we will implement some shut-off notices this week during the warmer weather. So all in all, I think it's a decent story of where we're at today.
That was a pleasant surprise to see a reduction in February, given the weather that we've had, the temperatures that we've had.
Those bills will be next month, though.
This past one and this one coming up are the two testers for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to see some notes in here too about, positives and negatives. So it kind of helps
Yep.
us understand how people are doing and
We're looking
that
at
you're
it.
managing it. So
Yes, sir.
appreciate that.
Yep.
Keep up the diligent work on those for sure.
Make a motion, we approve the charge-offs as presented.
I'll second that.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to approve charge-offs as presented. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Okay, moving on, no financials, monthly financials that is today, but we do have the 2026 departmental budgets. Just kind of refresh everybody as you think about the different departments. The way I think about it is water's roughly $2 million, a little bit less. Wastewater's roughly $2 million, maybe a little bit more. Stormwater, pay off all our CSO debt, is roughly $1 million. And then electrical adds up to about 15 million. So when you total all those, we come to a budget that's just under $20 million. And that's what the 30 people that oversee the utilities manage. And as you can see from the past years, the revenue streams are fairly easy to predict. Electrical can fluctuate just like based on weather, but the others are pretty consistent. We've had some marginal growth in the community. I think we've added 25 new electrical customers year over year, which is a good piece. Mostly, I think probably all residential. I'm not sure of any major commercial industrial things that have come in, but lots of prospects in the pipeline. Working with the mayor's office on that. So,
Good.
but I went through my yearly budgetary process that I was trained by my predecessor, and I think he was trained by his prior to that, and seems to be working. And I presented those through an email, and be glad to take any questions if you guys have any.
No, it's
I do not.
good.
It's pretty straightforward and the numbers look good.
Yeah.
So numbers look good. Do you need any kind of a motion on to
I'd
approve
like,
that?
yeah, I'd like the board just to sign off on it. And then I also would point out, I said the electrical is roughly 15 million. Well, 12 million of that is our power bill that we pay
Sure,
to IMPA.
Sure.
So that's a big chunk.
sure. Yeah, it's our cost of
Yes.
power for
Yes.
sure. Anybody else have any questions about the budget information?
No, I'm good.
I'd entertain a motion to approve what was sent then.
I make a motion that we approve the budget as submitted.
And I'll second it.
Okay. Okay, we've got a motion and a second to approve the budget as submitted. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you. Motion carried.
All right, very good. Thanks, everybody. Just a few other items. We'll get you out of here. We do have safety training coming up this Wednesday, work zone safety. So we would expect a lot of the utility and city folks to have time to participate in that 1 hour training on Wednesday. Nothing new to report from our friends at IMPA. And I did want to point out on the electrical rates, the third and final demand rate went into effect on January 1st, 2026. Good night, Tammy. And if you remember, we phased that in over 3 years, $16.24, $19.25, and now the last piece of it is $22 per kVA. And that's strictly our primary big customers. Think about hospitals, Park 100, Cargill, about 15 customers where that affects. So nothing on the residents, nothing on the commercial, but that is in place. I've confirmed that, looked at all the primary power bills, and it's all in place. I also wanted to bring up, when I first got here 5 years ago, we updated the sewer use ordinance, and it's time to do another update. So I'm just giving you a heads up that IDEM extended our permit to operate the wastewater plant for 5 more years, and they pointed out a few things, and we need to get those things jiving. So probably my goal is in March. It might not happen until April, but I'll bring to you. And I'll highlight the changes. It's just going to be a handful of items, very straightforward. But once the utility board passes that through resolution, then that will need to go to the city council for reading, because it is an ordinance. So just a heads up. We kind of hope that we'd be able to incorporate changes that might be needed with our new tenant out at the factory, but with them slow playing things, there's nothing really to report on that end to incorporate. So if they ramp up, eventually we'll maybe have to revisit the sewer use ordinance again, but
Okay.
we can sure do it.
Yep.
Project updates. I did order the new lift station pumps. They'll be in sometime this spring. We'll take care of that. On the car wash front, I did receive a correspondence back from the previous owner of the Swifty. They are still evaluating our request to allow a car wash on that property. As you recall, in the purchase agreement, they said that was one item that was not allowed, as well as other automotive and convenience store related. So I'm cautiously optimistic, since they're reviewing it and are going to respond, that they might carve that piece out for a car wash only. And that would give us an option. I'm still not sure that we would go there, but it'd be nice to know that's an option. The city owns 12 acres up by Market Road, right behind the collection building. And they're in the process of, I think they're working out a deal with a developer or builder to put in a small office, 6,000 square foot office building on that property. So we're working with the city to get cost of utilities figured out and how to handle that. I don't think it's going to be a big utility user, but any new business coming, it's ag-related business. I don't know the name or anything else, but I have seen a set of plans developed by an architect engineer that tells me this is something real and should happen here this year.
Good deal.
No news out west at the Stroop property, and we continue to have weekly emails on the Jefferson Street project, that thing that's been in the works for several years and won't be constructed until 27 or 28.
Yeah.
But the design engineers are working on it, and as they go in and tear up the road where we have mostly water lines and a few sewer lines crossing, we're going to want to replace those. So I got to work on budgets and figure out how we need to support that financially. But we're having weekly correspondence and a meeting next week actually with the design engineer to go over those things.
Good.
Yep. And like I said, nothing new out west other than there is a stoplight going. If you haven't been out there on 28 and 560 west, where our water tower road goes past our two utilities, they're in the process of putting a stoplight at that intersection. And it's my understanding that would potentially precede what could be a roundabout in the future, but they want to kind of like Division Road and 213. They want to get people used to slowing down and stopping before they go full roundabout mode. But I mean, that could be years out, but the stoplight's imminent. And the last thing is our next utility board meeting, March 2nd. Same bat time right here in the City Hall.
Very good. Appreciate the updates, Jim.
For sure.
Anybody from the board have any comments, concerns this evening? Parker?
I move we adjourn.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We are adjourned.
Thanks, Parker.
Thanks, Parker.
Yep.
See ya. Thank you, Jim.
You got it.
I think we need to upgrade the name.